I've been working on my Saab 9.7 with the headlights on apparently. So the battery's dead, which means I'm gonna need to jump start it. Fortunately, I just got this AVAPOW jump starter in that I needed to make a video on and test, so this is as good as opportunity as any. So come on, let's check it out. All right, here's how our box comes. Let me just get the plastic off of here. Yes, we're gonna just take it out of this box and jump start this car. But first, we'll go over a couple things. That's a pretty sweet case it comes in. All right, here are our jumper cables themselves. This is what plugs into the unit, and this is what you use to jump start your car. And we'll be using that in a second. So this is a cigarette lighter adapter, and you can actually use this jump starter to power any devices that you would normally power off a cigarette lighter. Now here's the unit itself. Oh, we've got a nice light here. This is a DC output, so this is where you would plug this in if you wanted to use the cigarette lighter. We've got a USB 2 output and a USB 1 output, so this would be for your fast chargers. This would be a slow charger. And then we've got a Type-C input, so this is where you're going to charge it. Yeah, here's our charging cable. This plugs into a regular wall adapter, the same kind of adapter you'd use to charge your phone or whatever. You could also plug this if you have a laptop or something. Any USB device can charge this up. Plug that in the adapter and then plug it into the Type-C input. But we're not going to charge this. We are going to try this 6,000 amp jump starter right out of the box and see whether or not it's got enough power to jump start a vehicle without charging it. It's been my experience from using jump starters that they usually have enough power out of the box to do that. We've got a charge indicator right here, so we're going to hit our power button. And it looks like we've got full power, obviously with 4 of them, each of them are 25%, so 75%, 50%, 25%. Quite frankly, you get down to 25%, you're not going to use it anymore. And of course, it does come with a user's manual, and I strongly suggest you look through this so that you fully understand how your jump starter works. We're going to jump start this car, but first let me show you how dead it is. Got a battery indicator light there, and if we take the keys and put them in here, and you hear it clicking. That's a telltale sign of a dead battery for sure. Make sure you set your case off to the side where it won't get caught in any moving parts of the engine. Now we're going to open up our flap here. Take our cover off. Plug this in. Now it only fits one way. We've got our blue standby light is on, so that means we are ready to connect this and see if we can get this thing to jump. All right, we're gonna hook up our positive first. This is a GM side post, so it may look a little bit different than your car. Then we're gonna hook up our negative. Our light here has gone green. You can hear it clicking. That means we are good to go to try and start it. That was pretty easy. We're just going to disconnect our charger. I've got something with a much deader battery. It's going to be a whole lot harder for this to try and start. Let's go. Alright. Time to jump start this old Cadillac. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned this had a light built in, and well, a little dark in this engine compartment. Let's turn that on. We're just going to hold the power button down until it comes on. Now you can also press it again, and now it's doing the SOS signal. So that's 3 long dashes, 3 short dashes, and then repeat. And you can also get a strobe effect by pressing it again. But yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to have to put a seizure warning on the video. All right, so we turn this on. We get our light. Now we can see the engine in this beast. This is a 500 cubic inch Cadillac engine, so it takes quite a bit of amps to crank this over. Now this has 6,000 amps, so technically it shouldn't be a problem, right? We're going to find out. This is a little bit different than our first test. I'm not actually trying to start this engine. We're just trying to crank it. And we're going to crank it, and we're going to keep cranking it until the jump starter dies. This should have an overload protection in it. They pretty much all do. So we're going to see how long it'll crank it and make sure it'll crank it a sufficient amount of time to actually start the engine if it had gas and all that good stuff in it, which it may or may not have. I mean, it might even start, but it's been sitting for a while, so I doubt it's going to start. But we're definitely going to give it a workout cranking it over just to make sure this is up to snuff of a 500 cubic inch Caddy engine. Now, I know you probably don't have one, but if you did, you'll know that this can handle it. And if it can handle a 500 cubic inch Cadillac engine, it can probably handle whatever you got. All right, so again, we're going to pop our side cover here. Plug this in, only goes in one way. Got a blue light, shows we're ready. Oh, I guess I should show you how dead this thing is. Our battery is definitely connected. And nothing at all. Not a thing. We'll hook our positive up to the positive cable. Negative to the negative cable. Okay, this is so dead, it looks like we're going to have to use our force start button, which is this red button on the bottom. Alright, we're ready. You just press that and hold it down until it turns green. Okay, wow, I was not expecting that. It actually started. Alright, well that concludes that test. Well, our AVAPOW A68 6000 amp jump starter definitely has got what it takes to start the engines around this place. Worked for me, should work for you. Like, subscribe, comment. See you down the road.